come home after work, tired, spending ages cooking dinner. So I'm heading down to Tara's kitchen, where she's going to show you how to make a fantastic meal in only 20 minutes. This is the midweek munch-up, and we are here with Tara in Tara's kitchen. So what are we going to be cooking today?
Yeah, hi, we're going to be cooking, the idea is just some quick, tasty, seasonal suppers that people can knock up when they get home from work, you know. This we're going to be doing today is a hake. Hake is a white fish, really tasty and delicious. And with cabbage, like a bit of a kind of Turkish style cabbage with some saffron and some pine nuts and some raisins. Kind of making it up a little bit as we go along, which is the best way. Just chopping a bit of garlic, because garlic is a base for pretty much everything and makes everything all pretty tasty, you know. I want a kind of really tasty cabbage, because cabbage is really seasonal, but it can be just boiled and boring, can't it? So it's usually a bit more interesting with it. So I'm going for a kind of tasty, slightly oily, tomatoey based cabbage with a few spices in it and some sweetness as well.
Sounding very good to me.
Sounding good already, yeah. So we just need to get our pan a little bit hot. And then get some garlic in there. So we'll just get this, just take the outer leaf off, it's looking a bit tired. I've got some pine nuts in here, which are actually not honey, but they're in a honey jar. And just keep them in the fridge. So you can kind of cook your pine nuts along with it a little bit. Not to really brown them too much, but if you brown garlic, it goes a bit bitter. And right at the beginning, to get some salt in anything you're cooking really. If you put it in at the end, it's just kind of food, taste and salt, but it's not kind of married together, you know what I mean? Just put some tomato puree in it. Because, you know, most people, I normally have this in the fridge.
Yeah,
it's quite handy to have around, so it gives like a base to something. It gives it a bit of a, you know, a bit of oomph. I am going to use saffron and this smoked paprika. You can get sweet smoked paprika, which is what this is. Very Spanish thing to do. Or spicy isn't spicy, it's just a sweet one, so it's just got the, I think that smells. Yeah? I got a bit of saffron in as well. I buy these spices online from a really good local company in Bristol, who are great. Going for a bit of sweetness. Oh, I'm going to put some, what are these? These are raisins. This is a bit of sweetness, so you could use some dried date if you had it as well. It'd be about the same thing. So we won't cook that fish quite yet, but I'm just going to put a piece of kitchen cloth on it because it really makes it sort of dries out the skin. You really do not want that skin to stick because the skin's really tasty, it's nice and crispy. You also want to make sure that it hasn't got any scales on it, which I did actually. You can feel them the opposite way and you just scrape them off with a knife, not a sharp knife, but just a blunt sort of blade of a butter knife or something. Just going to cut it down the middle like this. It does cook down quite a lot, cabbage does as well. And I always think it's good to cook a little bit extra of things, because then it doesn't matter if you've got it in the fridge, you know. Good night, midnight snack or something. Right, so we've got a really steaming hot pan here, smoking literally, which is exactly what you want. I've put lots of salt on the hake, on the crust. This is nice Malden salt, you know, or Cornish salt or something like that you can find these days. And now you want to hear a really big sizzle when you put this in here. See, like that, just like that. And just leave it there to cook on the skin. Meanwhile, this cabbage is cooking away nicely. So fish likes a hot pan and just kind of cook it up through the skin. See, and then at the very last minute when you're ready, just flip it over and then onto the plate and it's ready to go. So basically, the time it takes to cook this cabbage, when the cabbage is all on and practically finished, because it doesn't matter if it just sits there, you know, kind of warmish, it doesn't have to be piping hot. And it's on a very low heat anyway, and it's nothing bad that's going to happen to it, it's just going to get tastier and tastier basically. When that's practically on and all ready, then you've got your pan waiting on the heat, just get the fish in, boom. So, nice and brown and crispy.
looking really good.
I'm going to flip it back over again just to get more crispy skin. So now you can see it's pretty much, by feeling it, you can see it's a little bit firmer and it's kind of looks like cooked fish now. So that's all you need to know really. We'll flip it over for milliseconds and then onto the plate it goes. a little bit of nice fresh herb. Never goes amiss. If you do want the recipe for this, you can go on my website, tarastable.co.uk.
I definitely recommend you guys check it out.
Thanks, Jack.
It's okay.
That looked delicious.
It was, the fish was just on point.
I'm definitely jealous.
It should be. It was fantastic. Maybe I'll get Tara to cook it for you. I would, but I think that might be a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I don't want you to cook it for me. Not just yet. You can practice a few times first.
Soon.
And I will definitely be doing it next time. So coming up, don't forget on Saturday we've got our beach clean.